Dennis, I think of, okay, here's a guy that if you took a high level of intelligence and you combined it with a increasing desire to learn and add a huge level of energy that most people don't have, okay? And then most importantly, throw in a passion and a true heart for the welfare of kids. And that's Dennis Wiechmann, and that's what makes him special at what he does.
I do call him Dennis the Menace, but I'm not getting into that part because I told him I wouldn't get that bad. But yeah, when the kids are out of school, we got to get them back in school. He's got some officers that he has hired now that will go out and do home visits. When they get to the point of the third SARB, he has a great group of people that come together. Psychologists, him, his secretary, police officers, probation, nurses, and they try to figure out how can we get this kid into school every day. And they appreciate that. And so do his peers and his coworkers. And when they've got questions, they don't mind. They'll come, they'll call, they'll stop. They'll stop by, ask questions. Because Dennis, well, don't tell him, but he knows a lot.
My name is Bruce Wayne. So my name is Dennis Wiechmann. I'm the supervisor of child welfare and attendance for Sanger Unified School District, and I'm a recovering psychologist by training. And so my background is in special ed. Came to Sanger Unified, they were looking for somebody who could do programs for at-risk students or students that really had kind of fallen through the cracks and weren't being successful. And so as I came in, I took a lot of what I was doing for the emotionally disturbed kids, designing programs, and ended up writing a grant to start the community day school.
Yeah, I remember when they assumed control of this building. It was a storefront, and they decided they were going to put this alternative program here, and they actually had the kids do a lot of the work in making it what it is today.
When he really started the program here, I started here with him, and a couple, maybe about 20 more students. He kind of recruited us at the boxing gym down the street that used to be like 20 years ago. I honestly owe him a lot for helping me out. I mean, back in the days, the street life was bad, and you kind of need somebody to kind of talk to about it, and he was always there helping you out with problems and stuff.
I do a lot of presentations to other districts, either at the state conference or having districts will have me come out, or different conferences to go in and really kind of present, Tier 1 intervention services and best practices, talking districts through what we've done here, how that looks and how that could work within their system, and then just again trying to not put myself out of a job, but help other people put themselves out of a job.
It's more than just what you do on a state level or to help other folks. It's the extra things that he does to help individual students who he has direct contact with.
He would always come dressed nice and sharp, and I asked him, hey, where do you get that suit? He goes, let me tell you something. He goes, if you graduate from Sanger High, I'll buy you the suit. I personally will take you and buy you the suit, whatever you want, from head to toe, shoes, socks, whatever. And when it came to graduation, I didn't even have to ask him. He already knew. He gave me a call. He goes, hey, when do you want to get the stuff ready? What was it? Maybe a year ago, he did the same thing for my son. They had some kind of agreement. He graduated from high school, and he did exactly the same thing. He didn't have to, but he did it. So I'll never forget the type of stuff he did for us. I mean, he's a pretty cool guy.
So, he takes a lot of pride in the extra stuff that he can do with the kids and build the bonds. His coaching volleyball takes it serious. I mean, he'd get those groovy looking shorts on at noon, forget his lunch, go out there, take him out there. They'd set up, they would practice for like an hour and a half. He would go other school sites within Fresno County and play. They were champions.
I've coached club teams. I've done that. I still could. But I love bringing that to some students who arguably haven't experienced a true coach. They're the kids that have struggled, and it's like, okay, everybody's looking around, saying, oh, who's going to volunteer to coach these? And so people will so I enjoy that immensely. So
what we do in education is a little bit different than the instructional and curriculum piece. It's making sure kids are in a place to take advantage of all of that. Are they there every day on time? Are they able to behave themselves? If they have special needs, are they being met? Do they need to look at alternative programs to be successful? Sometimes, there's the business part of that, and then there's the, man, I got to do something else to help this kid be successful. And that's Dennis.
Like I said, I've been on the other side of that, where I was a kid in high school that was being suspended for something that I didn't do with an administrator that wouldn't listen. And that really, I think at some point solidified, adults can be wrong. And so every meeting that I go into, especially when we're talking about the discipline meetings, the first thing, I don't even look at the file. First thing I do is ask the kid why he's here. I'm like, okay, what's going on? Why are you in my office? And I give them a chance to tell their story. And then I listen to them. So I think just that nature of being there and caring. And I was a kid that could have gone either way. I had a strong mother, and then eventually my father. And so, just that belief that you can overcome. And I got it from my parents. Really trying to communicate that coming through, and it's something I believe, and I think it's in my heart. So it's not hard to. You can't fake it. So you either can connect with people and actually believe and care, or you're in looking for your next job. So I guess that would be my legacy.